Hey, welcome back to Diet Starts Tomorrow with Mahesh Kotagi. I'm very excited for our guest today. He is the co-host of the very popular podcast, Church of What's Happening Now with Joey Diaz. He's a comedian, very funny guy, and I got a lot of food questions for him. Please welcome Lee Syatt, everybody.
Thank you. I have a lot of round of applause.
You almost started clapping for yourself.
I did. I'm really supportive in the room.
We're also joined by Michael Albanese, our amazing co-producer.
How are we?
Mikey.
We're doing good, and I have a lot of food.
Buddy.
You asked me to be on, I was like, I have a lot of food.
We were talking food for like 30 minutes outside before the podcast.
Dude, you could take away every other vice in the world. You could take away weed, drugs, booze.
I think weed is part of drugs.
Is it? I'm like,
My whole drugs.
My whole like gauge is fucked up because for me, like, weed and mushrooms aren't drugs.
Okay.
But then everything else might be. But maybe, who knows? You could take all of that away.
Right, who knows?
You could take all of it away. If you took, all I need is food.
Yeah.
That's all. It gives me happiness.
I like that.
And if you took away food and like, you could have all the drugs and pussy, I'm like, I don't give me back food. I don't want it at all.
It's also the only thing you can be addicted to that you're acquired.
I know, trust.
What do you mean that you're acquired?
You have to have food.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
So it's not. Is it an addiction, or am I trying to survive?
No.
Speaking of weed,
yes.
Church of What's That? That's. I'm a huge fan of the podcast. Love Joey Diaz. You guys were. I don't know. You guys were a fantastic pair.
It was great
through some rough times in LA, the pandemic. But you got the food. He shat on you for all of your food choices.
He shat on me for stuff that doesn't even make sense. First of all, the biggest one I think is hummus, which.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like it? But his big thing is like you're giving $1 to ISIS every time you buy hummus. I don't know what the fuck that even means. He got mad at me. I used to live like a block from a Subway, so I'd go
in LA.
Yeah. And I'd go to Subway, and then he's like, "You can't go." He just makes thing like he discovered Jersey Mike's, and then suddenly everyone we're Jersey Mike's guys now. That's
I feel
what
like he would hate Jersey Mike because he's from Jersey. Yeah.
He hates it now that he's here, but like it. He loves to give me shit about everything, and some of it's not wrong. Some of it is gross. I do like gross shit. Like I would bring me a Lunchables today. I'd still eat a Lunchable.
Lunchables isn't gross, but
I agree with you. There are charcuterie plates on the go. I loved Lunchables. I love Lunchables.
What was your favorite
charcuterie?
Huh?
It's dollar store charcuterie.
Yeah, it really is.
Not really. It was expensive as hell. It was like $8
now.
I never got to have it. We didn't have the money for it.
We never had it either. I always asked my parents for that. No Lunchables.
I would see the kids getting the pizza Lunchables where you can make your own.
I'd be so mad.
That's the one I was like, this is disgusting.
That one.
You thought that was disgusting?
It looks so gross.
I was so
cold
jealous.
Sauce, cold cheese.
Well, they're saying now that you're supposed to heat it up, which is bullshit.
What kind of a 5-year-old has a microwave at school?
No,
hilarious.
It's awful.
No,
but I love. We were talking about Taco Bell before the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Fuck up a Taco Bell.
What's your Taco Bell order? I gotta ask everybody.
Well,
I like how he's starting this. This is good.
Right. Well,
I'm digging in here. What is it?
Because I used to be 330 pounds.
Yes.
But that's like I love the name of the podcast because I've said Diet Starts Tomorrow 8 times a week sometimes. But it was no. But I love fast food. Like fast food was when I moved to LA, I was working in like post production. So like I'd start work at 10, so I'd have to leave my house at like 8:30. I wouldn't get home till 8 or 8:30, and then I'd be so tired. I just want to stop at fast food. So to answer your question, Taco Bell order is usually. It would go in spurts. It used to be number 1, which is the 3 hard taco supreme, but I would always add either the nacho supreme.
Okay.
I really got into the Mexican pizza recently.
Oh hell yeah!
I take the sauce off of it. Yeah, I love the Mexican pizza. I like chalupa. Do you know who Steve Simone is?
Yeah.
Hysterical comic, but he has a joke about when you're fat and you start talking about food, you start to taste it, and you start to. I literally had to swallow because my mouth was watering thinking about Taco Bell. I could also add a chalupa to that. Also, this is how deep my Taco Bell runs. You could call my mom right now. When I was like 3, I called Taco Bell the love of my life, and it was those cinnamon twists, those like deep fried pasta things that they just douse in cinnamon sugar.
Those were damn good.
Oh, and that's it's usually about $20-ish. I mean, who knows? Now maybe
forget it. We stopped at a Taco Bell in was that in Connecticut? No, that was in Jersey. This guy, I got us in a horrible gig in Jersey, unpaid.
But there's Taco Bell.
But we did get Taco Bell, but it happened to be one of the worst Taco Bells I've been to. He almost shit his pants on the drive home.
Ooh, that can't. Eating Taco Bell in the car is a risky move.
I'm not a fast food guy. Surprisingly,
he's not. Yeah,
as big as I am, I've like stopped most things that like will get me to that 400-pound mark.
Right. Yeah.
Because I was 379 at one point.
Were you?
Yeah.
You
that
played
was my
football,
biggest.
right?
Yeah, but I also when I stopped playing football is when I got to my biggest.
Right. Yeah, because
I was still eating like a football.
You're still eating like a football
eating
player.
a peanut butter and jelly just because like you gotta get pumped up.
Yeah, for no reason.
No reason.
I was a number 2 Wendy's, biggie size Diet Coke, light ice, so I can get a little more Diet
Of course,
Coke in my
because
life.
it's already cold.
You got to go no ice.
Yeah, it's already light ice because I'm not chugging it. But
Wendy's, I have a lot of fast food opinions.
Let's hear it.
Wendy's was amazing until they changed from the yellow cups to the red cups. It sucks now.
Yes.
I love Wendy's.
That's why the potato bar.
They had
the potato bar.
They had the bar.
Yes.
They had the salad bar with Jell-O. But then the spicy chicken sandwich was my shit, and now it's
love the
fucking
spicy chicken. It's
awful.
not. They tried to class it up with the Asiago bacon. No. You can't do that with.
No.
Wait. Okay. So Taco Bell. What was the worst thing that you ever ate in LA?
Like the fattest thing? Oh, I think I know.
No,
the
not
answer
the
to this.
fattest thing. Like, what's the most disgusting thing you ate that you were like as you took a bite, you're like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have did this.
Oh, it was bad?
Yeah.
Bad stuff.
Because I'm asking you this for a specific reason. I got a question to ask you.
Okay. You know what? I don't have. See, that's the thing. Joey would give me shit. I'm sure I had some bad meals, but my record, I stand by it. It's not going to be the healthiest, and it might not be the most delicious, but it's going to taste pretty good. The fattest thing I think I ever ordered was I was at. Do you ever go to Norm's?
Yeah.
So they had a thing at Norm's where they had a full breakfast. It was hash browns, bacon and eggs. But it was like a mixed like the hash browns were like fried with stuff and like you put it all together.
Yeah.
And then instead of toast, you also got 2 pancakes.
Yeah.
So that was my first. I worked in post production as my first job out of college, and I was working nights on Hell's Kitchen, and it was my first night, and it was my lunch break, so it was like midnight or something because I worked 7 to 5, and I went there and I ate that and I slept in my little edit bay for the rest of the night. That was the worst.
You missed the work?
Kinda.
This is on Hell's the cooking show.
Yeah.
What was the spread like there? What was there?
Nothing. Well, no, that's not fair. Not from the show. They did have the best out of offices. They actually had they had peanut butter and jelly all the time, bagels with cream cheese all the time, and a bunch of snacks.
Okay.
So
that's not bad.
my trash at the end of the night would be full with a lot of wrappers. But I'm trying to think of bad food. I don't know.
Well, I'm asking you this because there's an infamous episode where Joey calls you out for eating lizard meat tacos.
There's no. He's so full of shit.
What is this lizard meat tacos?
First, so this wasn't a great taco. The taco place wasn't great because they did put lettuce in the burrito, which is a bummer.
Oh, that's nasty.
Hold on. The lizard meat taco wasn't great because of the lettuce.
There was no lizard
Honestly.
meat. There was no. It was like taco. It was tacos al carbone. It was right off of Lancashire.
Mm-hmm.
You take a right onto Magnolia. There's a 7-Eleven, and then the next thing there's like a barbershop, and it's a taco. I think it's tacos al carbone, if I'm not wrong. I went there. A bunch of other comics have been there. All of a sudden, he finds out I'm there, and he's like, "Dude, that place got shut down for selling lizard meat tacos."
Well, how many lizards are they getting?
First of all, that would be on the internet. That would be a news story.
Well,
and that's what he said. He was like, "No, they paid people to hide the news."
You can scrub Yelp.
There's no lizard meat here. And now everywhere I go, everyone's like, "Oh, you had lizard." I didn't eat goddamn lizard meat. I did have alligator once, but that was at the Grand Canyon.
Did you guys see the video recently? Last week, there was a guy in a halal cart here in Queens. He was capturing pigeons.
Don't tell me that.
In a plastic bag. Did you see this, Mikey?
No.
I heard about it. I saw someone else capturing pigeons, but
somebody else. How many people are capturing pigeons out here?
Dude, that's like one of my joys in life are dumplings. Joey and other people from New York have convinced me that in New York and then in LA, it was just cats. He's like, "Why don't you see any stray cats?" And I'm like, dude, I can't live in a world. I know that they probably do it somewhere, but I can't. It's like when they tell you when you go to a hotel that you can't use the comforter, like the top thing.
Oh, I'm a germaphobe. I will not.
I can't live in a world where they don't change.
Do you go barefoot at the hotel?
I am always barefoot. Yeah, I hate.
Do you know how much
shoes.
work it would take
Yeah.
to not just to like versus just buying chicken from the
The
supplier?
cheapest. Yeah.
Like
Right.
the work it would take to get cat meat.
Yeah. That's a
is
lot.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then to keep that a secret.
Also,
that's
cats don't taste good.
now
I would
I'm
agree.
questioning you. Why do you know that?
Yeah. Listen, did you come from a farm or like somewhere?
Yeah.
You do look like.
Yeah, I mean, today he's dressed in all farmer wear. It looks good. It's a good
I
look
used to
for
be a
him.
landscaper. I
was
mean,
gonna
I've done all the. I'm from the sticks a little bit. From the outskirts of Metro Atlanta.
Okay, so you would handle yourself the best out of the three of us at a farm.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have an off-grid RV in the Finger
he does,
Lakes.
yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Built a
He's a good cook.
shed, a whole big. I have a smoker out there. Oh, buddy,
Really?
He's a
it's the
doomsday
best.
prepper, is what he's trying to tell
Okay,
you.
so I've started dating somebody who lives so I'm not really at my apartment too much, but I have like a huge outdoor space, which I love, but it's a 4-flight walk up. But I was thinking, ooh, in the spring maybe I'll get a smoker, but now I probably won't. But I love all. I'm not a really good cook. I'm really not. I would love to be, but I can do a couple of things okay, but I can't.
What's
really do
your
much.
cuisine of choice? If you had to eat
cook?
only one thing, if you had
Oh,
only
to
eat one
eat
thing the rest of
Mexican
your life,
food.
Mexican food?
Mexican or Chinese, but honestly, probably Mexican.
Yeah, I like
love
that.
I love Mexican food. It's just a
flavors.
burrito. And one of my favorite jokes about it is Jim Gaffigan from his Comedy Central Presents has a joke about being a server there and everything's the same, and they'll be like, "What's a tostada? Tortilla, beans, meat, cheese.
Yeah.
What's a burrito? Tortilla, beans, meat." But it's just the flavor. I love.
That's so good.
And when you were asking about Taco Bell, what are your guys' hot sauces at Taco Bell?
So I'll let Mikey go because mine's embarrassing. I don't want to say it.
I'm telling you right now, I don't eat taco.
He really doesn't go.
Oh,
to
okay.
All right, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'm Indian.
Yep.
But I go with mild. Mild or
So
maybe
you're putting
fire.
water on it? It's
No,
mild.
it's like it's got some
tomato
peppers
water.
in there. It's
There's
not bad.
nothing in there.
That's not bad.
Diablo. As an Indian person,
Diablo.
Yeah. I
No.
love Diablo.
Oh, I can't. I'm a bad Indian person. I grew up in Texas. I don't eat any spice.
Really?
I do, but I
had to force myself. I had to when I was growing up, I would get wings and like wipe them off because it was too hot.
Oh.
But I've trained. I love
Dude,
spice now.
there's if you like spice, there's this Indian spot, Rowdy Rooster. Shout out.
Okay.
On 2nd Avenue, I believe.
Okay.
They do Indian fried chicken.
Nice.
But this guy, the chef, his whole thing is, I'm making this my style.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make it mild.
Right.
So you go in and the mild is like I've had to scrape it off with a fork. It's that spicy. But it's
So
some
I
of the
would
best
love
chicken.
to try it. I'm sure it's great. I'm not like a Nashville hot guy. To me, every time I've had Nashville, I'm like, what is the point of this?
A little sweet.
So,
See, to me, it's always been like just outrageously hot. You
Yeah,
find it
yeah.
sweet?
yeah.
Well, just the Nashville basic, like the Buffalo of Nashville,
Okay,
has a little sweetness to it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I've kind of stayed away from it because I've had it a couple of times where it's just been like super, super hot. Actually, you might have been there. Do you know Dave's Hot Chicken?
yeah.
Those guys started in a parking lot in North Hollywood.
Did they?
They were the guy. One of the guys was a comic, and it just sort of blew up. And now
That's
fucking Drake owns
crazy.
part of it.
Oh,
So,
man.
but like their mild was pretty good. But anytime I went over mild anywhere, it was just like this is just trying to hurt me.
Yeah, I feel like you lose the flavor of it and
Yeah.
you're just getting heat. It's like the hot ones. I'm like,
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
it's not. I'm doing it for flavor. I like when they do like a Thai chili seasoned kind of wings.
Can you even do buffalo? Like if
I like buffalo. Buffalo's not. You
can do buffalo?
Buffalo's not.
Okay.
But I'm also like spicy for Indian. My mild is probably like above buffalo.
But when you're saying you're doing mild at Taco Bell, like
I just like the
Okay.
But you know, I don't honestly.
I don't mean to shame.
No. I honestly, I don't even do the sauce because what I'll do is I'll get an extra side of the jalapeno ranch that they do.
Oh, okay.
That and then I'll dip because I do a cheesy gordita crunch. So I dip, but I also drive when I'm eating Taco Bell. So that's
Okay, yeah, that's
That's a bad situation.
I'm gonna make a mess all over myself. I can't do that.
I have a system. You can put it in the cup holders. You can put it on the dash in
He
beside.
has a system which is just wrecking his car constantly.
My car is disgusting.
They go to change the air filter. There's tomatoes and lettuce.
It's not a good system, but it's a system.
It's
It
a
works.
system. But those cheese things, those hold up. Like if you ever have like a taco from Taco Bell, and the cheese falls in the console.
Oh yeah, because it's not really cheese.
It's not really cheese. Whatever it is, it's pretty damn
It'll
good.
be
I'll
there
take
in
it.
10 years.
It's stabilizer starch coated with cheese. It's
Yeah.
the other way around.
It's coated in cheese rather than cheese coated in the stabilizer. Oh man. So what's your background? What's your ethnic background? You white? You Jewish?
Well, yeah, but I'm laughing. There's a comic in LA that would tell me that I'm not white. Because I am Jewish. My
Okay.
family was from Russia and Lithuania.
Okay.
It's one of the. I got a lot of shit for it. Action Bronson was on the
I've
church in
seen
LA.
it. Yeah. I've seen that one. Yeah.
And listen, I love a bagel with lox. I love Lakis. I like brisket. Pastrami's delicious. But as a people, Jewish food is really disappointing for the
Okay.
most part. There's a lot of Jewish people who are great chefs and cooks, but
What's disappointing for? Is it like the
Just-
flavors, or is it
yeah.
the type of food? or-
it's well the whatever it's called, like the liver and the smoked
Okay.
whitefish. I don't really like.
So it's like
that.
an acquired. You got to eat it a lot.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the difference I think between like Jewish and like Mexican is just the seasonings
I could see
are
that.
so different.
Yeah. Is
that
it like blander? Is it like more mild? Like
yeah, I would say
more
and
like uniform flavor, maybe?
yeah, I would say that, and it's like also like in my opinion, Jewish people are most known for eating Chinese food. That's what we're known for. On Christmas is having Chinese.
New York. I mean,
And like but yeah, like delis are great, and the same. Like I've been to Canner's a couple
pastrami
of
and
times.
rye,
Oh, not
yeah.
Canner's. What's one?
Katz.
Yes, that's delicious. Best pastrami I've ever had.
at Katz? Mm-hmm. Ooh, there was
I
a
loved
Katz in L.A. on Fairfax, I believe. Or is that Katz, or that's another diner? What am I talking about?
I'm thinking about the one on the Lower East
I
Side
think of
here.
Cantors.
I'm thinking about Cantor's. My bad. There's Cantor's in L.A.
Yep, there
Katz's
is.
is here
Right.
in Lower East Side. Yeah.
Because I was never a big pastrami person, but here it was like thick. It was
Yeah.
more like just like not steak, but like
Yeah,
not like thin.
it's a hearty
sliced.
portion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good, but like Italian, Mexican, every kind of like I just had the Filipino food for the first time last
What'd you
night.
have?
I had what's their egg rolls called?
Their egg rolls?
Or like spring rolls. It was like a thin spring roll.
Yeah.
And they brought it with a
They look like
a
cigars.
lettuce wrap and like some seasonings.
Yeah.
I had that. I actually had a really good pork belly, which I don't normally like.
Yeah.
It's usually too fatty for me.
Okay.
I had this shrimp.
Lumpia, you're talking about.
Lumpia.
Yep.
Yeah.
My girl brought it was her friend's birthday, so we all went out to eat. So we had that. We had I think he got duck.
Oh.
I love one of my and I know I'm Jewish in this. I'm gonna go to hell. Any kind of shrimp, but
Okay.
especially fried shrimp. If that's on a menu, I'm ordering
That's your
it.
okay.
I love fried shrimp. It just brings me so much.
You like
happiness.
coconut crusted fried shrimp?
Surprisingly, I do because I don't like coconut anything else. But
Really? You don't like coconut?
No, it's the texture.
What about in desserts?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do it. There's a aftertaste, and then like the texture of coconut has always been a bummer to me. But for
on
some
shrimp.
reason, coconut shrimp I can do. Coconut
'cause
shrimp
it's
I
fried?
love. Probably.
I guess it changes the texture if it's
I need a
fried.
shoe if it's fried.
Yeah. Oh, I've had that. I love shrimp. I like almost anything. There's not really anything that I don't like.
Have you had ube, the Filipino dessert, like the
No.
purple yams? But there was a place, Afters, in L.A., Afters Ice Cream.
Okay.
I don't think they have it on the East Coast, but they had an ube ice cream.
Okay.
So it's like the purple yam. It's like the traditional like Filipino.
I think they got that last night, but I literally just took my like fat shot yesterday, and it worked so well that like at dessert, I was like, I'm just.
Really? Oh, so you just don't feel like eating?
It's the most amazing thing in the world. It just, I understand when people are like, oh, like
I'm not hungry yet.
I'm not hungry, or I don't like. I immediately when I wake up, I'm like, what are we eating today?
Yeah.
Like, or I can't like. If you open a bag of chips, does that go away? Like, can you put a bag away?
No, you got to finish the bag.
Yeah, it's just
No.
some people.
I
Some
have
people.
I eat like a dog.
Yeah.
If it's in front of me, I'm eating it.
Yep.
And I have
Yeah.
no idea that I'm not full until I'm sick.
I tell people Okay, I have two things. I tell people they have to take things away. When you were asking me like the worst thing in LA, the one that I'm probably most embarrassed about.
Okay,
and no one
let's hear it.
saw it, but I would, because I can't blame the edibles for getting fat, but it definitely helped.
Yeah.
And I had to stop going to this Mexican place, not the lizard place, a different place.
So you do agree that it was lizard meat?
I won't deny it.
I could have been a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, oh yeah, you
I was
been.
waiting on that, bro. I was like waiting on that. I got my notes.
But I ordered from this Mexican place that I liked, and I love quesadillas.
Okay.
But I was like, you know what? I want nachos too.
Okay.
So I got the nachos and I ordered a quesadilla. I didn't realize that the quesadilla also came with rice and beans.
Okay.
I ate so much that I just ran out of space and puked.
At the restaurant?
No, luckily I was at home. It was into my bed, which was terrible.
You were eating in your bed?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I used to lay a towel down. At 300 pounds, I'd lay a towel down on my bed, just lay down and just,
Go to town.
oh yeah.
Go to
No
town.
reason. Sitting. Actually, one of the more upsetting things is Dan Soder has a joke about it, about he likes to eat in bed, and I would do it. I did it once, and I was high, and I woke up with a ketchup packet in my mouth because I popped it. Like I was half asleep, but I was like, I think
Was there ketchup left in it, or was it?
Yeah, it was a fully closed.
Oh, that's a nice little treat. You wake up.
It would have been, except it was warm because it was in the bed. Like, because I think there was still candy in the bed.
Oh, what kind of candy was it?
Oh, just dude.
Sounds like you're describing porn.
Oh, it was. Dude, I used to go to open mics just because I knew I could go to 7-Eleven and get candy. Like,
What's your candy from 7-Eleven? What is it? What do you get? What are you going in right now?
Two chocolate, two gummies. That was when I was really fat.
Gun
And
to your head.
It's something Reese's. Reese's
Okay.
sticks, I think, are my favorite. Fast Break is great.
Ooh, Fast
Take
Break.
5 is awesome. I like
You're
the
an old school soul, huh?
Oh yeah.
So you don't fuck with an Almond Joy, I'm guessing.
Like a raisinette.
Yeah.
Raisinette's
one
not
that
bad.
I wouldn't
though. Raisinets
order,
are good.
but if it's there, I'll definitely take a couple
Yeah,
handfuls.
for free. I'm
Yeah.
But I love that. I like chocolate covered pretzels.
Okay.
I like that with candy. Here's a question I have for you. I open up sometimes for a comic named Josh Wolf, and he's healthy and like annoying about it.
Okay.
So like he came to New York and he's like, I had 2 cookies and I puked, and I'm like, oh, you fucking asshole. But we had a big argument. Is chocolate candy, or is chocolate something separate than candy?
It's not candy.
Definitely candy.
All right,
How
I'm
is
on
it
my
candy?
because
How
it's
is
a
it
candy
not?
bar and
No.
it's in the candy aisle and they give it to you on Halloween. They will
no,
put
no.
chocolate in other things that aren't candy, but chocolate is candy. Thank you.
It's
But
100%
no.
candy.
But if I go trick or treating and you put like a stick of like dark chocolate with sea salt on it, that's not candy. I'm gonna throw that
I had
back
today.
at
I
you.
had myself a little morsel of dark
You think you're
chocolate.
better than me?
Yeah.
No, I do
You
because
think
I was on your side, but now dark chocolate is one of the more upsetting.
it is. But it gives me a little bit of the high without like
get what
high?
wanting to jump out a window.
Okay, if it's in like M&M's, that's candy.
Right.
That's chocolate. So I guess it depends on the form, because you could get a chocolate covered strawberry. That's not candy.
No,
Although that's delicious.
Right. That fruit.
Okay, you ready for this? Do you want to know the definition of candy?
Yes.
A confection that contains sugar as its main ingredient. That's chocolate.
That might not be chocolate.
100% chocolate.
Okay.
What is
I
the
hope-
main ingredient of chocolate? It's not
I was
sugar.
thinking I was saying it's
It's got to be
cacao.
some sort of sweet
Cacao.
So sugar,
There
honey,
you go.
honey. So let's see.
What is the main ingredient in chocolate? Look that up. It's cacao.
It has to be. That's
It's a bean. It's a coffee
damn
bean.
it.
I think chocolate is made out of coffee.
when they
Well, that's what I
internet-
said. Is chocolate candy? And it said yes.
Oh, okay.
What you were asking AI? It doesn't have any
AI
feelings.
knows everything.
The
AI doesn't have. Internet doesn't have feelings. Have you
Okay,
seen the
ready for
comment
this?
section?
No.
Yeah. What is it? Can we please hear that on the? Can we hear that,
I
please?
think you just ruined my whole
boy.
day.
Chocolate, cocoa butter, and chocolate.
So there's no sugar in it.
Main ingredient chocolate is cocoa, which comes from the seeds of the tree.
God damn it! Can we cut this out?
No, but this is the
This
clip.
has- this
I'm
is-
wrong too.
God damn it, Josh.
Wait, so was Josh said it was not candy?
Yeah, he said it wasn't candy, which I couldn't disagree with more.
So is it what now? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Now that's a question.
That's a good question. No,
I don't
it
think
is.
so. No, I don't.
And
think
I
it's
don't
a
know why.
sandwich.
You could argue that it is. It should be, but it's just
why?
it's an open face. I don't know.
It's
it
just
doesn't-
like one. If you have two buns,
Yeah.
and then the dog in it, then I can say it's a sandwich. What do you think?
Wait. We have updates to the chocolate is candy.
Did the internet update itself magically?
Merriam-Webster defines candy.
What does Merriam-Webster know about
The
candy?
dictionary.
It knows
dickhead.
everything.
I've never met Merriam before.
A confection made with sugar and often flavoring and filling. Therefore, all chocolate can be classified as candy using that
But
definition.
what kind?
We're back.
We're back, baby.
We win.
What kind of a
Let's not look
definition?
it up
person-
anymore.
No,
Stop
that's it.
looking
No
up
more
yet.
searching.
We're done.
Mikey just went to a website, typed it in.
You find the answer that you need, and then we're done searching.
Why is that on my Wikipedia page? Oh, I must have updated it.
Why are you
do
now
I have a
legally
Wikipedia
Merriam-Webster?
Oh my god! Now I can't tell you how hungry I am now.
Oh yeah, we're gonna eat.
I haven't
after
eaten
this.
today.
We gotta eat. We gotta eat after this.
Go to a thing.
Wow.
Otherwise, I would. I'm going to a dinner right after this, and I'm really annoyed by it because I want to eat Mexican food because that's my favorite.
I was telling him
I
about
could die on
javelinas.
nachos.
I got a shout out to Javelina here in New York City. It's a good Tex-Mex.
Okay.
The guy's from I think the guy or the couple they're from Austin, but there's another place that
gotta go to
opened
that.
up.
I need-
We got to do a we'll do like a live episode. We'll go
So
try it
what-
out.
What style? Can I ask what style of Mexican food?
I don't know. It's definitely not. I like Tex-Mex.
Okay.
I think it's more like
Baja?
like the San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
like
where I-
burritos, like-
Tacos.
Yeah. Oh, burritos.
Baja
That's something that
style.
Joey gives me a lot of shit for.
What's his take
Carne
on burritos?
asada fries and
that's good.
California burritos
Yeah.
are my favorite.
yeah.
They're they're.
I got no notes.
You fuck with a mole?
You know what?
I don't like mole. That's chocolate.
I need
It
to
is.
try it. I honestly don't feel like I've tried mole enough.
It is chocolate, so it could be candy.
Ooh.
Is now is my enchilada a candy? Based on
be.
your
might
weirdo
be.
A
definition.
good, well done mole. Truly, I'd bathe in it.
That's the only two things I haven't. Well, I can't say the only two things. The main two things that I want to try that I haven't for Mexican is mole and chilaquiles. I haven't really tried that.
Oh, chilaquiles is great. You got to go to the right place because they'll do the tortilla, but sometimes some places will put chips in there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
found that the Mexican supermarkets here that have a little a counter, they make the best Mexican food in New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
From what I've tried. Other than the carts and the trucks.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Take Flushing out of the
Sure.
equation.
Yeah.
That's where I think you're going to
I'm more of like I like the Tex-Mex, which I'm bummed because you can't really get much in New York.
You should open up a Tex-Mex place.
I'll tell you right now, a Tex-Mex place opens up in the city, it would crush. It would destroy.
If they brought Torchy's tacos, have you had Torchy's in Texas?
yeah.
You've had it? You haven't had it. Their queso, if they brought Torchy's out here, oh my God, it would so well.
Because
I feel like Turtle bringing out Italian food to
you should.
the Clams Casino is going to sell like
I was just in Texas, and it wasn't. I forget which one it was.
Chewy's?
No, Chewy's is great. And I
Chewy's
feel like
is
that's yellow.
so good.
I just
It's
had
yellow,
it was
yeah.
a bad one, and it was more. It tasted almost like that, like fake nacho cheese stuff that you'll get at the
The
ball games.
Velveeta?
I guess it could be.
like Whiz.
Whiz, yeah.
Like canned cheese.
Yeah, which sometimes I'm in the
Sometimes
mood
it's not
for.
bad, but you get the Whiz with the circular tortilla chips, you're in trouble there.
Yeah.
When they have tortilla chips in a circle, get out of that.
I will say, as far as yellow versus white, I'm such a queso newbie
Okay.
that I defer to the experts. I would probably eat both, but the yellow, I can't. I'm just picturing the one I had at Chewy's.
So you
where it
gotta-
was like yellow,
yeah,
and
that's
they
good.
put guacamole in it and
Yes.
meat, and it was just I had never experienced anything like that.
So that's the Tex-Mex. There's a spot. It's called Matitos, Matt's El Rancho in Texas, and they have it in Dallas. They have it in Austin, but they had an off-the-menu queso. It was called a Bob Armstrong queso. It was like a real like secret menu thing, but
Right.
they would put ground beef,
Okay.
guacamole, sour cream, and pico de gallo in there, and then you get it, mix it together.
Yep.
So I'm not a mixed together guy. I want to have a little bit of the cold,
Really?
cold thing. I want to have the little meat, little chip. I want to separate all on one chip, but I want to be able to taste the different
Right.
textures, temperatures, all that.
I'm with you a little bit about the cold because I was. It's funny that you brought it up. I was just gonna ask, are there any things, any sauces that like if it doesn't come with your meal, like if I have Mexican without sour cream, it really bums me
You
out.
have to have sour cream. You gotta have sour cream.
And, like the sour cream, I'm huge on sauces. For
Okay.
Chinese food, it's the mustard.
Okay.
Like the spicy mustard.
I like the duck sauce.
You have yeah, that's great. It's a little too. I prefer the mustard, but
Okay.
duck sauce is great. For buffalo wings, I know Joey's like the blue cheese or go fuck your mother. I prefer blue cheese, but I will eat ranch.
Homemade
I could do
ranch?
either one.
I've never homemade ranch, but I mean,
Well, just like if the bar makes the
Thick.
ranch.
Oh,
it has to
yeah,
be thick ranch. It can't be
Yeah.
that watery bullshit.
yeah, that's a bummer.
Thick ranch, it's not from the bottle.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes. Yeah. And you can tell immediately, taste it. So you know.
But do you ever like if you ever ordered wings and they forget it completely?
Oh, it
and I
pisses
don't have
me
it in my
off
house.
so
I'm like, why?
much.
What am I
Yeah.
gonna do with this now?
Are you talking about they forget the ranch to like
Or
the
anything?
delivery?
Yeah, like delivery wings, and then there's no ranch, no blue cheese. You don't have it. When I was really fat, my fridge was just condiments because I was sick
Okay.
of people forgetting it.
Yeah. It would. Chick-fil-A. Honestly, they're one of the best like fast food because they'll give you extra. Whataburger in Texas was like
I need
that.
to try that. I only tried it once in my
Oh,
life, and I got it
man.
delivery, but I know that you can't
You
judge
gotta
your
go.
fast food on
yeah,
delivery.
You gotta go sit unless it's this one place that Mikey's recommended twice now. It's been horrible.
But you get it delivered 5 miles away. It's flying around. It's flying around on an
Shawarmania. If you
electric.
had Shawarmania.
It's on an electric
I do love
scooter
shawarma.
during the winter.
He swears by the Shawarmania place. I've had it twice.
Where is it?
It's in Astoria, right off the Ditmars stop.
Okay.
And
We'll go one day.
We gotta go in and eat.
We'll go in
Okay.
there. We'll eat it.
Shawarma is one of my favorites, so
Yeah, I
I'm
love
definitely
shawarma.
gonna try it out.
But sauce, I'm a sauce guy. I gotta have extra sauce. I gotta have.
Yep.
I'm usually a ranch. I do ranch with everything. French fries, pizza. I dip that shit in ranch. That's
course.
good. I'm not a garlic. I'll eat a garlic aioli if that's what they have, but I'm not like a real garlic aioli guy. It's like too.
Right.
It's a little too fancy for me. I feel
too
like.
mayo-y.
No, it's just I feel like I don't want the garlic. I feel like it's trying to be something that it's not. It's just you're just a dip. Get your shit together.
I honestly can't even place having that option for garlic aioli. Or
It's some of the burger places nowadays will have
Right.
that, and they're like, we don't have ranch, we have garlic aioli. I was like, well,
Speaking, I know we're getting close on time. We have to eat a
yeah,
snack.
we gotta try
But
something.
my favorite fast food used to be Wendy's.
Okay,
Have either of you gentlemen tried Culver's?
Oh yeah,
I have not.
Culver's cheese curds.
They
always explode.
I think everything
They're
there.
always
I think it's the
delicious.
best
Cheese
fast
curds.
food in the world. I mean, I'm gonna
Where
say
they have this in the East Coast?
Florida, they do.
Oh, okay.
I tried it in the Midwest. They make everything to order. It's all hot and fresh, and they have custard.
Ooh, I love custard.
The fries are
milkshakes are
crinkle fries.
incredible.
It's
Oh.
so
And it's one of the most reasonably priced places
Yep.
too for what you get.
Still?
Oh yeah.
Really? Even with the pandemic? Okay.
Yep.
I sent. Speaking of chains like that, we were talking about it earlier. Hunt's Brothers Pizza. I sent you the video. It's a gas station pizza place that's like blown up. I told Leah I found one. It's about a 3-hour drive from here, but I'm willing to do the drive if you want to go check
You
it
had
out.
Hunt's Brothers?
No, I want to have it,
Oh, it's gas station pizza.
but it looks like legit.
Okay.
so.
I'll
Do
do
you
this,
have pizza standards?
buddy. I do have pizza standards. I found a good new pizza. Listen. We live in New York, but I'll get Domino's. I'll get a Pizza Hut every now and then.
Can we change? That's the. I think you can't get Pizza Hut or Domino's in New
Yes,
York
you can.
unless
They
nothing else is
deliver
open.
it. They deliver it.
I know they deliver it. They have to deliver it. No one, if you go in, if you live in New York and go to a Domino's to pick it up,
I mean,
so. And
Imagine being
I
so
like Domino's.
lazy to not order regular pizza, but going in to pick it up.
Yeah, and I've eaten plenty of
it's
Domino's.
not out of laziness. I like the taste. I like the taste of. Sometimes I'm just craving.
I do too. I like a Domino's in a place where the best pizza in the world doesn't exist.
Yeah, but sometimes you have the best pizza so many times. You're like, oh, now you want some.
You could be
now
in the
you
mood
get
for
feel-
Domino's.
You get the mood for like the crust or the sauce. You get in the mood for it. I like it.
Kind of a bummer. That's kind of a downer on the podcast. I'm really trying to support you on this.
He's gonna just get up and he's gonna knock the
I
cameras
don't know
off.
when I walk out. Yeah, I can't. I don't.
Well, what's
Yeah.
My chick swears by Domino's. It's her favorite
Domino's
pizza.
is great.
It's
It was
kind
mine.
of gross.
Between the Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's, I was always a Domino's guy. I like all of them. Pizza Hut's okay. I used to like the wings at these places, but now the bones are like broken. Like they're so they're not real wings.
I don't know about the wings from
No,
those
they're
places.
oven baked. They're pre-baked and oven like in the
They don't
rack
taste. They
reheated.
have that
It's
weird like double taste. But no, I mean I'll go to like a Marco's Pizza is great. That's like a chain in Texas. That's a
Okay.
good spot.
I've seen
Marco's
commercials
is
for
good.
that. That's good.
Marco's is actually very good. Yeah.
The commercial, like, because you're talking about that pizza, and I saw
Hunt's
the
Brothers.
show
Yes.
on Instagram,
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
thing on Instagram. I don't know. When growing up in Massachusetts, they didn't have Sonic, but they had the commercials. And then right when I was in high school, Sonic opened in Massachusetts, and there was lines onto the highway to get it.
yeah.
And I never waited there, but when I was moving to LA, I was driving cross country and I saw it and I stopped.
What'd you think? What was your? No
I've been
I
there
don't-
2 or 3 times.
I don't like Sonic, to be honest.
The fried stuff is fine, like the mozzarella sticks.
It's
the-
okay, but
the
nothing
French
stands
toast.
out.
I've always had a bad experience. The
They're-
burgers have always been bad. The buns have been like fucked up.
You know what you're missing at Sonic though? What they're good for is their drinks. Their drinks are legit.
They do got a lot of great.
They
like,
got a lot of great
blue
drinks.
lemonades. And,
Okay.
Yeah,
And
and they
so-
give you a little peppermint.
yeah.
I like that.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's what I think is unfortunately gonna happen with that. Is it called Hunt's Brothers?
Hunt's
Is that what-
Brothers, yeah,
I think
yeah.
you're gonna be so excited. And
They're
then
gonna
you're
open a
get
brick
it,
and
you're like,
mortar.
I could have. On like Domino's would probably be better.
I'll try it. There is one place that's not. It's kind of a chain, but it's not. But they have it in Jersey City, and they have one in deep in Queens. Chicago's Pizza with a Twist.
Okay.
But now they're calling it Pizza Twist, but it's Indian pizza. So it's like an Indian mix. So they have like a chicken tikka pizza. It's legit. It's
I would
real.
try that. That sounds
really
yummy.
good. That's good. They had one in LA, Pizza Palace.
never tried that
PIJJA. It was attached to a hotel. It was attached to a motel.
Okay.
And the owners of the motel owned the pizza place, but the pizza was so fucking good. There'd be lines, no reservations. You have to show up at 4:30 to get a 5 p.m. walk-in. They had like limited
Wow.
walk-in. The pizza was good. The crust was good. They did Indian wings. They did like tandoori wings. It was like, ever in LA, check it
All right,
out.
yeah.
That place was good. But we're running a little short on time now. We tend to try something. You got any forks? Any of those
Yeah.
forks? Can I get a couple of cups?
Couple forks, couple cups. Talk about.
Yeah, what are we gonna try? I'm excited.
I think we're gonna try a little whipped and a little swirled, a little classic bread pudding from Magnolia Bakery. Have you
Banana
had this
pudding.
yet? Banana pudding.
So I have had it. I'm a little
What
bit
do you think?
disappointed in the size that you brought because I don't know what you're gonna be eating. Because
I don't know what you're gonna be eating.
I'm not really a banana person.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe this to it.
got any cups?
It was
Let's
one
pass
of my
it. Let's
trips.
just scoop it
You
out.
could just pass it back.
Oh,
and
yeah, we'll just
forth.
pass it
We're
back.
gonna Make
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But it, I
sir.
like I was telling you, like my Instagram feed is just all food now.
Yes.
And I saw this on Instagram. I was never
Before
I
you
don't
moved
like,
here,
Yes,
to
I don't
get a
like
look at
raw
that.
bananas.
That's good.
But there's something I don't even know what this is, to be honest with you. But it is
Is this considered a
fucking
candy?
amazing.
Because it has sugar in it.
It must be. And I
So you.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think it's confection made with sugar and
Hold on.
whatever.
let me slide that over to you. Slide that to Mike.
you want some of this?
Go for it. Yeah. I'll get it after you.
Can't say no Magnolia.
What's
buddy.
the Oh, you got it from Magnolia? I was gonna ask.
So I don't know if people can see this. There's some cake-ish stuff
I
on
already
the
ate my
bottom.
piece.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Well,
It's
you already had some.
No, I had it. You got it.
Okay, I will finish
You can
this
have
on
it.
camera.
Oh yeah.
It's the Nilla wafers. I think
Is
that's
it
what,
wafers? Is that
It's
what it
Nilla
is?
wafers. Yeah,
Look, I don't know if they can see this,
it's
but
delicious.
this is, and they have other flavors too that I kind of want to try.
I haven't. I'm not keen on trying the other flavors, but
No?
So during the pandemic,
Other flavors of banana pudding
Please take
other
this
than
because I
banana
will eat
pudding
all of
flavor.
it. So please, someone please take it away from me. I will have to throw it at the camera.
throw it at the camera.
Put it down. Put it down.
These cameras.
That camera's more expensive than my rent, so I'm not going to.
Camera cuts back to him. He's got his fourth chin back.
Dude,
It happened in one scoop.
I ordered the big. I'm gonna eat all of this if
Take
no
it.
one else
No,
takes
I
it.
got.
No, it's gonna
I have
be
another
good,
one.
buddy.
I got another one.
Because when I first tried it, this is like we were talking earlier about you eat like a dog. Like this is something that like
This is so good.
I can't take it and then not have more of it. Oh my! Like if I was,
Aren't you
if I
glad
was
I
at
got the
home-
small one out?
No.
We just want the big one. I have the big one, but I gotta take that home. buddy.
If I was home, I'll do stuff where like I'll put hot sauce and stuff like that to force myself not to eat it.
I used to do that where I'd open up salt, like the salt shaker, and pour it on my
Really?
food when I'm like conscious enough to say you got
that wouldn't stop me. Honestly, I would scrape off the salt later on, or I'll be like, "This is my punishment," and then I'd eat the whole thing.
I don't know, man. One scoop of salt, it might change your mind.
And that's
You're like a pig heading to slaughter. Just give him a salt lick; he'll be all right.
Is that what? Whoa! Is that why they call it salt lick for
Because they lick salt. That's what they do to give them like their minerals and their
For the barbecue spot, Salt Lick in Texas, in
Yeah,
Austin.
That's how they
because
season.
cows to give cows their nutrients and like their minerals and shit.
Oh,
they have
shit.
salt licks out in the yards or out in the pastures, and they'll sit there and lick the.
So you're
salt.
saying I can get my vitamins and minerals by licking some salt?
I gotta be honest. I kind of want to install one of those. Just think you're just bored at
That's
work.
not bad.
Yeah, but right before we milk you,
That's
so just
okay.
be prepared.
Hey, I mean, whatever happens, happens. But
So
this
amazing.
is good.
The
So
longing stare at the back of the table. Is it still there?
during the pandemic, so this will fuck you up because during the pandemic, somebody released a copycat recipe of this, and I've made it at home a couple dozen times, and it's
Yeah. Is it good?
it's the same. It's still something is better about getting it
It's
there.
vanilla pudding, sliced bananas, vanilla wafers, whipped cream, and call it a day. It's not that difficult.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, it's,
Have,
it's literally vanilla.
heavy
I mean,
whipping
vanilla
cream.
pudding. You could zhuzh that up. You could
Yeah,
make
heavy
the,
whipping cream.
The whipped cream all fancy, but
There's
it's
probably a
that.
bunch of butter.
That's
in this
literally
that
all it
shouldn't
is.
be
No
there.
butter.
No butter.
No butter at all. It's
Pudding.
the Jello. It's Jello pudding, vanilla wafers,
Sliced bananas, whipped cream.
bananas, and cream.
Are these
Heavy cream.
That
better wafers than regular? Like are
It's
these
the
vanilla
brand.
wafers?
It's the brand. Nilla. It's the yellow box. You got to get that. That's the brand.
Because it's absorbed with all, and they might like soak it in brandy. or
That's
something.
they
There's
might
all
do
kinds of ways
something
to make it
extra that they
fancy.
do. Yeah.
And listen, Magnolia, if you're watching, I won't disrespect you by making it. I will go to the store.
Oh, buddy.
Oh yeah, I love how you're
follow
going
the-
off the lid.
You got to go off the lid. That's the best part.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's like the extra fry in the bottom of the bag.
Yeah, you got to get that extra.
That's why I keep my beard long. So
10 out of 10.
I can't lick things, otherwise it'll end up in my face.
It is honestly, and I don't like I'll gag if you brought like a regular banana in here to try to get me to buy. I could take like 2 bites before I start to
Really?
gag. I
But
can't
mixed in with the pudding.
all
the
that sugar just
texture?
hides it. I don't know if it's I don't like it when they're bruised at all. They have to
Oh,
be
I don't like
perfect,
it. Which-
and then
Apparently, that's more sugar. The more bruised they get, the more sugar content.
so
but
I'm
I
healthy
can't.
by not liking it.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're actually doing.
There you go.
I'll take it.
What about a plantain?
What about plantain chip?
I love all of those. All my Joey. We record the podcast in Jersey, and there's a Cuban place we've been going to.
Good.
Cuban food is like the real fat people food. It's
Really?
Oh
How
my
come?
god. Well, because they have sweet plantains, like the fatter ones, and then they have like crispy ones that are fried.
Yeah. With
And
that
then-
green dipping sauce. I don't know what that sauce is, but that shit is good.
And I know we're running on time. There's a place on the west side in New York called La Caridad, and
Okay.
it's a mixture of Cuban and Chinese together.
Ooh.
And I
It's
had
one of the last remaining Cuban
Yep.
Chinese places.
and
That's a thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, and I'm not a huge pork chop guy, but I was like, Joey, what do I get? He told me, and I got it. It was a deep fried pork chop with like this garlic sauce on top with fried rice and the plantains.
Oh, man.
God damn it! That's why if people are like, I don't like food. All right, I just eat for energy and for nutrients.
I don't understand that
What
at
is
all.
wrong with you as a
I can't.
person?
Yeah,
can't.
I eat for flavor.
Yeah.
and
I eat
taste.
for energy. It's like, cool, well, I punch for fun.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
Leave me alone. Yeah, thank you.
Buddy, it's been good. We're gonna have you on again. This
I'd
is
love
fun.
to. Trust
we
me,
could
I have
keep
a lot
talking
more
for
opinions.
hours.
And if you keep bringing snacks, but if you bring,
I always have
something,
snack.
You can't start with not bread, a banana pudding, and then like you bring like a veggie tray next time. Like it just keep getting
no, this
fatter
is-
and
that's
fatter.
What about carrot sticks?
That's not the point of this podcast.
All right, thank
We've
God.
done what is it, Oreo, the Pepsi Oreo or the Coke
Yeah,
Oreo?
those were the okay. The drink gross. The Oreos were not bad. I didn't like the drink with the Oreo flavor, but the Oreo flavor with it didn't really even taste.
Wait, they've
like
had
They
cookies
did
with the
Dr.
Coke.
Pepper flavored Oreos?
No, it was Coke. The one I tried
Oh.
was they had Coke Zero. It was Coke Zero flavored
Yes.
Oreos and
Yes,
Coke Zero with Oreo flavoring in it. The drink was disgusting.
the drink we liked it.
Oh,
We
I didn't
tried
like it at all.
Yeah.
I
This
think
is out of
it's good
order,
for
so
a
somebody might have
thimble.
already seen it.
Right.
Or not.
It's not you can sit there and just like, let me get another Oreo.
It honestly
Pepsi.
it feels like you're drinking Oreos, which is
Yeah.
like very concerning because I'm like, how many chemicals have I ingested?
I couldn't do that. The Oreos themselves were pretty good. I couldn't do
Yeah.
the drink.
We made a joke saying like next they're gonna make Pepsi flavored Oreos.
Yeah, I guess
they did.
they
They did.
did.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a joke. That's
no,
legitimate.
They heard the podcast.
They're listening to the podcast.
and they stole your idea.
Tell everyone to listen to the podcast. Pepsi,
one.
we
Please
like,
listen to the podcast.
Oh.
The Diet Starts Tomorrow podcast, and I will be on. And it'll be fun as I keep coming on as a guest that I'll just keep getting fatter and fatter, and I eventually won't be able to fit in this chair, and then I'll just be the permanent co-host because I physically can't. My skin will have fused
Why
to
is
the chair.
Mahesh in a chair and Lee's in a love seat?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
And don't Lee's standing up for no reason.
Where can people find you, man?
All of my social media is just at Lee Syatt, SYATT, and the Church of What's Happening Now is back. We're back live and in
Hell
person
yeah.
every Tuesday, and I'll be around New York. Some dates on the road this year, but I'm focusing on New York. So
Awesome.
see me with Mahesh. We're gonna be.
All right, we'll be. Hey,
too late
tonight we
now,
have a
but
show tonight, but
we're at,
this will be gone. This will come out in 2 weeks.
it was a great show. I killed and
Yeah, it was great.
we ate bread, banana pudding.
we got Indian food ordered to the place, so
Yes.
which we could. It's actually across the street. But anyway, all right, guys, follow us on Instagram. Diet Starts Tomorrow podcast, I believe. I should probably tell the exact thing, right?
You can always cut that in later.
Oh, all right. Follow me. Thanks for listening. Do me a favor. Go in the comments. I need you to comment. If there's something you didn't agree with, if you think chocolate is actually a candy, go put it in the fucking comments. I don't know. Take it up with each other. But yeah, tell a friend or tell an enemy. If you want somebody to gain a shit ton of weight, tell them to listen to this podcast.
I could help you. If you are out there and you're like, I don't know how to gain weight, I'm too skinny.
This is the podcast.
Oh, I can help you.
Cool, man. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Lee. This was fun. All right. We're out of here.